Welcome back, we're the Bourbon Junkies. He's Dan, I'm Sean. How's that Coke Zero treating you?
Today we review how bad plastic bottles and Coke Zero is for you at the same time. Also, in the video, Indigo Sour from Orphan Barrel.
Yeah.
Pick and choose. All right, this is the most confusing bottle of all time.
Yeah, mostly because Dan told me it's supposed to be MGP.
Everybody thinks that.
And then it says produced in Indiana and Kentucky, blended and bottled by Orphan Barrel Whiskey Co., Tullahoma, Tennessee.
So
There has to be a Kentucky component in here though.
something. Like the production doesn't mean aged in, usually. You know what I mean? I could see it saying aged in Kentucky, produced in produce can mean so many things is the problem. So, Orphan Barrel, if you don't know, if you're new to whiskey, Orphan Barrel used to make some of the best 90 proof bottles on the planet.
I mean, they're still around.
Source some barrels from a lot of different places. They have some really, really, really cool and interesting old stocks and old inventory.
Lost Prophet might be one of the greatest 90 proof whiskeys to ever exist.
It is the one. Lost Prophet is one of, I would say, maybe a top 10 bottle I've ever had.
And
it's
I'm gonna go
90
15
proof.
for sure.
And it's 90 proof. It's the only top 10 bottle that I would say is under 100 proof. Yep.
Yeah.
The whole story behind Orphan Barrel when they came out a handful of tons of years ago, when we were getting into whiskeys, we got in a barter house. Orphan Barrel is the idea that this company.
Real quick, we got into Barter House. Dan had 9 of them. I had 1. And he drank mine.
They're all gone, unfortunately. I love barter house so much. But very high age statements from legacy distilleries. Some of them have been from the George T. Stagg Distillery before Buffalo Trace owned it. Some of them have been from Buffalo Trace. Some have been from Dickel. Some have been from, there is MGP whiskey in this bottle for sure. So some have been from Indiana.
It's been all over.
Some have been Scotch. More lately have been Scotch.
Yeah.
Scarlet Rye we didn't love.
Muckety Muck was pretty good.
Yeah, Muckety Muck was pretty good Scotch-wise.
No, you love Scarlet Rye.
Scarlet Shade we put last in the blind.
But you still loved it. You have a backup.
We shit on it. And Fable and Folly Sean shit on, and then we both like it now.
Yeah, it's really good.
Gifted Horse, I think we both shit on. We both like it now.
Yeah.
Barter House is really good. The Rhetorics, a bunch of those Rhetorics were really good. Barter House is a monster, and Lost Prophet.
Rhetoric 22 will change your life.
Lost Prophet might change good luck.
We never had like the old Blowhard. That's like a 28-year-old one. Or Whoop and Holler was a 28 one. Old Blowhard was 26 years. So
a lot of very
they've had some crazy things.
A lot of cool shit.
So this one says,
is the new one.
This rare and beautiful liquid pays homage to the endless fields and rich stories of Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee, where our whiskeys is distilled, aged, and bottled.
So maybe it was just aged in Kentucky? There is not supposed to be, clearly there's not Tennessee whiskey in here. We do know that.
If we age any whiskey in a different state.
We do. We have.
And then bring it here.
Yeah, we've aged whiskey in Kentucky.
Yeah, we don't have to put Kentucky on the label.
We don't have to.
There's got to be something funky with the amount of time that it stays in the state. I remember something like that.
No, they don't have to. All right, 90 proof, 18 years old, $200. Very beautiful label. Looks way better in person than it does like in pictures, because I didn't realize this was so reflective, the butterfly.
She's cute.
Wait for the C&D from Blue Run.
Off the nose.
Indigo Sour.
All over the map for me. There is some minerality in there, but there's a lot of sweetness, and there's a weird caramel note in there for me. I don't know how to place that one yet. Minerality.
I don't know that it smells 18.
No, not at all.
One of the things that people often have a problem with Orphan Barrel is the fact that it is obviously often a very non-disclosed product. Like, people don't often know what is in the bottle. So, that Lost Prophet was the one from George T. Stagg Distillery, by the way.
That drink's warmer than 90, weirdly. So, I'm not saying like a lot. I'm gonna get 96 if I had to throw a number at it. That
it smells sprightly, bright, fruity.
Why does it taste that way though?
It smells like
it tastes like it's gone through a lead pipe though.
It smells like, okay. Is it your hands? Because you just played with those cast iron pipes?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Here. We were doing some renovation.
It's not that? Oh, I
not-
was looking
not
forward
getting
to,
it.
I was looking forward to that drink.
gonna
dude.
try.
I was looking forward to that drink.
We were gonna try.
Oh, that was gonna be very fun for everybody.
Oh, it was definitely gonna get to out here and then fall and then probably just shoot all over
Yeah.
me.
I've smelled it a lot. It smells, I get almost like a hint of leather. I get like a ripe strawberry. I do get some oak. It's just, it's wild how bright and fruity that is for the age statement on it.
There's something in there that tastes burnt. I might be having a stroke, but something tastes, it's not like the Texas oak, like, it feels like a burnt something. It's very minerally. It is like it was distilled through a lead pipe.
Me and Brandon Brandon Sprigger drank this.
How do you feel about it?
I opened it to, give it a little bit of air before we did the review.
I'm just realizing we paid $200 for this.
$225 or $250?
Yeah, that's too good.
What are those?
It's $248.
Oh, bummer.
I feel like the Tennessee really shines through.
There's no Tennessee in here.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not. It says produced in Kentucky and Indiana. It was aged in Tennessee. There was no Tennessee distillate in the product.
What did they put in this that
I
tastes
don't
like
know.
that, though?
I don't know. It is blended and bottled by Orphan Barrel, but it's produced in Indiana and
Is this
Kentucky.
like some really old Heaven Hill that's just straight,
I don't
nutty,
know, man.
off-profile?
I really think that most people just believe that's just MGP bourbon
That's not MGP.
that was aged in Kentucky.
That's not MGP.
It doesn't.
That's not straight MGP. That's not straight MGP.
Me and Brandon did not agree on this. Brandon liked it a lot. I did not. So it has changed since opening. Truthfully, it is different than it was when we drank it the first time. It has more of the like a burnt tire, rubbery. You're saying minerality. That same thing. It has more of that. It didn't have that when we opened it. That wasn't there.
It tastes like iron. Like an actual iron pipe.
It tastes like a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
Like it's how I would.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like if you were scrubbing off like maybe you got like a nice rusty cast iron, you're trying to bring it back, and you're sitting there and you're like grinding off the, like a nice wire wheel. You're taking off some of that rust.
I bunkered a Fable and Folly. Found one at retail and bunkered it. That's
Drink
how much
your own fucking bunker then.
this is. I also helped pay for this one.
50% of it. He did.
We rinse your glass with water and then put Fable and Folly in it. We don't know anything about Fable and Folly except it's a Burreye. 14-year-old age statement.
That, man, I had really high
See,
hopes.
look at, this says distilled in Indiana and Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's
it just says
interesting.
produced.
Well, that's really, so it might just be MGP aged in Kentucky then. That could be the produced.
I'm pretty sure if something is aged for X amount of years in a state, you're supposed to credit that state.
No, who gives a shit where it's aged? You don't have to do anything with aging on your labeling.
Man, I thought there was like
you're
a
allowed
caveat.
to. What you're thinking of is that you're allowed to call it
that's what
Kentucky
was.
bourbon
You could
or
distill
whatever.
it in Tennessee, put it in
Something
Kentucky
like
for
that.
so many years, and call it Kentucky bourbon.
Something like that. But it doesn't have to be on the label. Don't drink, no, that's not a comparison that we need to make. I want you to drink this. These are the two we know how this goes. We know how Rhetoric, what is this, 22? Yeah, we know how Rhetoric 22 holds up in this blind. You know what I mean? It beats the shit out of both of these combined. But Fable and Folly is nice.
How are you gonna put out a label that looks this goddamn good?
I actually prefer the Fable and Folly label to that one. Isn't that weird?
I really liked the
I love
the
this.
Copper Tongue.
Oh, yeah, the Copper Tongue label's so cool.
Copper Tongue.
We keep buying these.
Yeah.
Name the last one we liked besides Fable and Folly.
But they called one Entrapment, and we bought it.
It's such a cool
They put that
label.
right out there.
And it was really mediocre Canadian whiskey with a super crazy age statement on it. Would you buy Indigo's Hour? With all due respect.
Hey,
not my jam.
I'm in my grading scheme, you know? It's a little tougher these days. D!
On Indigo?
Yeah, that's a D.
Can I tell you the worst part?
That's a flat D.
My bunker bottle of Fable and Folly,
That's pretty good.
I paid $135 for.
That makes it an
Local.
A.
Yeah,
It's an A.
local. Rhetoric, about
We don't have any
120-ish.
bunkers, yeah.
But about 120.
Yeah.
This at MSRP,
I've got probably this much. If you combine my Red Red 22 and my 20, I've got about that much left.
Oh, how much Barterhouse you got?
Almost none. You keep drinking it.
I'll be there.
I would bet you're the last person to drink that.
Every time I was at Sean's house, I'd sneak in the basement. Now, I will say, the last 2 times I've been there, you weren't there, and I didn't drink it. On the record. I did drink Dara's for a character last time, and then I drank...
We did feed our cat, so
Mayor
appreciate
Pingree.
that.
I didn't drink the Barter, though, because it was really low.
Yeah, sun's getting real low on that one. That one is actually one I'll be sad to see go.
Okay, Fable and Folly's good. Indigo's Hour is real mediocre.
You got a grade on that?
What? Fable and Folly? I'd give that an A at 130.
Here, let me narrow
Maybe a
down
B
the
plus.
option for it.
That one? Oh, I said Fable and Folly 130, maybe B plus, just a proof
Right
thing.
here, Indigo's Hour.
Rhetoric 22, A plus at 130.
Indigo's Hour.
The label's pretty. I give the label game an A.
They've always had good labels, buddy.
Yep. I like the bottle shape and everything too, actually.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Backbone's got like the same bottle.
That's pretty accurate, isn't it? Yeah. For real price, at $250, a D. A flat D.
Okay, 150.
C minus.
D.
C minus.
99. Still a D.
C. Mid C. Middle C. I'm never going to drink this whiskey.
Bar pour, what'd you pay?
15. Maybe 12. Buddy, I don't like it. I would never intentionally drink that anymore.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to coax out of you. I'm really happy.
I never on purpose drink that. I never.
15? Oh.
And it's not, truthfully, the whiskey is really not, the whiskey's
It's not inoffensive.
It's not offensive at all in a way in which it's undrinkable. It's just the fact that it's 18-year-old whiskey that's from Indiana. 18-year-old MGP should be mind-blowing.
18 year.
Isn't
90
Barterhouse
proof.
18?
20.
Close enough, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is not it, comparatively.
I think
I don't know, there's something very
Lost
odd
Profit,
about
I
this.
think, was only 14
My
or
gosh,
so.
no,
Like
Lost Profit's 22.
Oh, you're right. What am I thinking? They have something that's younger.
Fable and Folly's 14.
Oh. Scarlet, it's like
Scarlet's
14 or 12.
Yep. Copper Tongue 16. it says.
16. The fuck is the blend?
Gifted Horse. That had like 4 or 6 in it. And then like
Yeah, it was like
18 or
6 and 14 or 6 and 18 or something like that. Like,
Indigo's Hour
hey, you got us again.
is more like
First in the bar.
not worth buying. I don't know, dude. I was excited and I'm let down.